Hey guys, this is Richard from Pacific Reviews, and today I have a video comparing the size of the iPhone 4 to the iPhone 3GS, the original iPhone and the iPod Touch 2nd generation, and Wi-Fi speeds between the iPhone 4 and the the iPhone 1st generation, and 3G speeds over AT&T wireless network between the 3GS and the iPhone 4. So first let's do size comparisons. We'll do iPhone 4, which is right here, with the original iPhone. So, as you can see from the side, you can obviously tell iPhone 4 is much thinner. On the front, they're about the same size, but the iPhone 4 is actually thinner. You can see I can kind of stack them up here, and it's kind of hard to tell, but it's thinner. You can see there's this extra little chunk here. The side, these buttons are separate now. And height-wise, they're just about the same. So put the original iPhone up here. Now the iPod Touch 2nd generation. As you can see, it's thinner than the iPhone, but the iPhone is less than a millimeter thicker than the iPod Touch at the fattest point right here. That's kind of a crazy difference. On the front, the iPhone's actually smaller because it's not as wide. It's kind of hard to tell. It's not much thinner, guys, but it is thinner. You can see it's a little bit thinner there. And then with the iPhone 3GS, the iPhone 4 is supposed to be 24% thinner. I don't know about 24%, but it definitely is thinner, as you can tell. The front, iPhone 4 is still a little bit thinner. You can see this. See? A little bit thinner. But besides that, guys, it's pretty much exactly the same. The difference here is just the camera hole size. And so let's do some speed tests. So I'm just going to do this iPhone 4, original iPhone. These tests I'm doing right now are over Wi-Fi. On this one has a password. Now this is Marshall's original iPhone right here. So we're just going to do Wi-Fi with this one because this one doesn't have a wireless network working with it at this moment. Let me get a better camera angle for you. Okay, so I'm going to do 3 websites: the New York Times, CNN.com mobile, and then also the full CNN site. So just to make sure it's a fair fight, I'm going to go into Settings, go down to Safari, and then go down and clear the history on both phones, clear the cookies on both phones, and also clear the cache on both phones. Because if you go to a website once, it'll store some of the website in the cache and the history and the cookies, so it'll load it a little bit faster than it would otherwise. I'm going to turn the brightness up on this phone real quick. Okay, so we'll open up Safari. There we go. So first let's do the New York Times. Here we go. Okay, I'm trying to hit these as the closest I can at the same time. It's not going to be perfect, but it's going to be pretty close. So here we go on this one. There we go. Oh. So I obviously started this one a lot earlier. Sorry about that. It was a big mistake. But even though I started this one earlier, everything's popping up on this one already. You can see it's a little bit further. iPhone 4 is done, and iPhone is still going. So even though I started this one way earlier, iPhone 4 definitely beat it to the mark. Almost done here. So while that one's finishing, I want to pull up the bookmarks menu. So iPhone 4 obviously won. We're not even going to let this one finish here. So we're going to pull up CNN next. That one was at the same time. iPhone 4 is already done. This one's not even halfway done. There you go. So it's a pretty small website, loads up pretty fast. Sorry about this bar right here, by the way. It's a bar of dead pixels on Marshall's iPhone. So if you scroll all the way down, at the very bottom of CNN, there's a little button right here that says Full Site. I don't know if you can see that right there. Kind of hard to see, but right here it says Full Site. Sorry about that. So we're going to bring up the full site right now. Now this is a pretty big website because a lot of pictures, a lot of text. As you can see, iPhone 4 is just tearing it down. So they're actually, iPhone's about halfway done already. iPhone 4 is finishing right now, just finished. iPhone's still going, but it did a pretty good job. So Also, a real quick shout out to the new Retina display. If you look on iPhone, I know it's kind of hard to see, but you can't really read any of the text. It's pretty blurry. If you look at iPhone 4, you can read it. You can't tell on this video, but in real life you can. It does make a big difference. So I'm not gonna let this finish. It can take too long. So put this one off to the side, and I'm gonna pull in my friend's iPhone 3GS with my friend Chris's iPhone 3GS, and make a new page. X out of the older one, and then I'm gonna turn my Wi-Fi off. Settings, Wi-Fi, off. Then I'm gonna go into settings and Safari again to show you that's a fair speed test. Clear the history, clear the cookies, clear the cache. Okay. So, oh, and guys, both these phones are running iOS 4, by the way, just if you're wondering. So, let's pull up the New York Times. So this is running on AT&T's 3G network, and the iPhone 3GS does have 3 bars, and the iPhone 4 only has 1 bar. So I'm going to spread them out a little bit so there's a little bit of a gap. Maybe that'll help. But as you can see, iPhone 4 has 2 less bars, and it just finished, and iPhone 3GS is only about halfway done. Now iPhone 3GS has 4 bars, and iPhone 4 still only has 1 bar. So people have been having some reception problems. I don't know why, but as you can tell, iPhone 3GS in the exact same spot pretty much, but a ton more bars than iPhone 4. And it's still going. So there it goes, just finished now. I don't know how many seconds different that was. You guys can figure that out yourselves, but it was obviously a difference. So we're going to pull up CNN next. There we go. It's a pretty small website, should load pretty fast. iPhone 4 is going. iPhone 4 just finished. iPhone 3GS just finished now. iPhone 3GS right now, guys, has full bars. Just got all 5 now. iPhone 4 still only has 1 bar, and it's still beat it. So we're going to click the full site button down here at the bottom. Here we go. So they're about even. Oh, iPhone 4 started going out. iPhone 4 halfway done. Everything's starting to pop up over here on this side. iPhone 4. Guys, these tests between the iPhone 4 and iPhone 3GS are run on AT&T wireless network. About even right now. iPhone 3GS is catching up, might be even be in the lead, with 4 bars here and 1 bar here. iPhone 4 just finished. iPhone 3GS is going to finish any second now. There, just finished. So, as you can see, iPhone 4 definitely is faster, does have an advantage, even though it has way less bars. And if you can see how many bars this one has, hard to see, and this one has pretty much 0 bars. There's no blue there. So even though it has less bars, it's definitely faster, and you saw the size comparisons, it's definitely smaller. Because if I put them up like this, it's kind of a bad angle to put them at, but it's definitely smaller, definitely faster. So we're going to have more videos to come up, so thanks for watching and stay tuned.